Good morning. Welcome back to the morning show of yours truly, Dex the Algo Capitalist. And you know what it is. You know what we do here, right? You got to know. If you don't know by now, you should know. We go into these markets, we tell you what you need to know in order to stay ahead of these markets and to know what's going on in this economy because the mainstream media will do everything they can to distract you so that you don't understand and they overwhelm you with worthless information. So let's go into some not so worthless information. Let's talk about these overnight markets. Well, US dollar index is still hanging on to that 104 handle. We're now at 104.43, up 8 pips this morning. The euro is down 19 pips at 108.38. Pound sterling up 2 pips at 126.39. And the Aussie down 18 pips at 65.25. It did dip into the 64 handle in the overnight market, 64.99. Bitcoin future is rallying this morning, up $2,520 at 71,830. Ethereum futures up 98 at $3,615.50. Crude oil up $1.01 today, trading at $82.36 a barrel. Nat gas up a penny at $1.73. Gold futures up $13.50 an ounce, trading at $2,226.20 an ounce after the new front month contract rollover. We're now trading the June front month. Silver still in the May contract, up 2 cents this morning at $24.77 per ounce. We have copper pretty much unchanged at $3.99. Dow futures down 7 points at 40,133. E-mini S&P 500 unchanged at 5308 and a quarter. And we have the NASDAQ 100 down 20 points at 18,483 and three quarters. And the Russell's up 7.9 at 2146.10. As far as news, not a whole lot this morning, but we got Robinhood is putting out a shiny new credit card, a gold credit card to be specific. Brokerages used to do that back in the day. So they're going to come out with a solid gold credit card, giving you 3% cash back rewards if you're a Robinhood person. AI workers are the hottest asset in tech these days, and inside Amazon's plan to save $1.3 billion by reducing office vacancies. And of course, Sam Bankman-Fried's sentencing is taking full center today. And Bitcoin seems to be booming as a result of it. Very interesting. Let's see, commercial real estate behind the scenes deal making to avoid a crisis. Borrowers and lenders are renegotiating debts to buy time ahead of a potential market rebound. The process often includes mortgages being trimmed or lengthened by the lender while borrowers agree to invest more into the building. Tesla's 2024 will go from bad to worse, Bernstein says. The investment firm cuts its price target for the EV maker to $120 a share, implying a 33% drop from current levels. Tesla is trading too expensive relative to its automaker peers and has minimum upside catalysts, a team of analysts led by Tony Sakagi wrote in a research note. The fight for AI talent is reaching a fever pitch. Big tech is upping the ante for recruiting from the limited pool of AI workers with massive compensation packages. Companies' high-profile executives are even reportedly being used to hold on to talent. Gen Z and ChatGPT. Well, a new Pew survey shows 43% of Americans from the ages of 18 to 29 say they have used the chatbot compared to 23% of all adults. And it's not just to mess around. Almost a third of young people reported using ChatGPT for tasks at work. Microsoft's Copilot is struggling to live up to the standards set by ChatGPT. Microsoft employees are saying that customers are complaining that the tech giant's AI tool isn't performing as well as OpenAI's model. Every time a customer starts using it, they start comparing it to ChatGPT and saying, "Aren't you guys using the same technology?" One of the people said. Amazon aims to save 1.3 billion by radically reducing office vacancies. The tech giant's office reduction is part of a larger cost-cutting strategy that includes shuttering projects and layoffs. But it's another blow to the commercial real estate market, which is already reeling from the remote work boom. So basically, they're just saying, if you can't beat them, join them. We'll just close the offices down and start laying off people. That way, we don't have to pay these high leases. Mark Zuckerberg seems like a terrifying boss. Newly unsealed documents from a lawsuit against Meta revealed that in an email, Zuckerberg directed executives to track user analytics from competitors. While that alone is alarming, well, it goes deeper. Because what is that? What kind of message is that sending? Throughout the whole space there. I mean, but let's be honest, he's not the only one. He's not the first and the last either. All right, corporate espionage and all that stuff. It's been going on before we were even born. So come on. How to fit in if you ever find yourself dining with a billionaire. The ultra wealthy follow a specific set of rules when attending events. For example, no ludicrously capacious bags. It's best to make sure your behavior goes unnoticed in such places. Etiquette coach. Why do you need an etiquette coach? And who cares about dining with a billionaire? Who cares about this? It's like people put their focus and attention in the wrong places. Whatever. In other news, the Baltimore Bridge disaster is just the latest knock to global shipping and trade. See, they're already putting it up there with global shipping and trade. They're saying the Baltimore Bridge, the little tugboat that ran into the bridge, equals global shipping and trade. I told you that was going to be the cover story. They jumped on that immediately. Immediately. How the nuclear family fell apart. I toured Google's new $2.1 billion office in New York City, and it's like an all-inclusive wellness resort. Read Amazon's internal guidance on why it won't give base pay increases to many senior employees this year. My oral care product is TikTok Shop's best-selling item. Here's how I did it as a 56-year-old entrepreneur. Not for long if they're banning TikTok in the US. A new generative AI model could compete with rivals like OpenAI. Say hello to Databricks DBRX. NVIDIA is about to face its first major threat as rivals target its special sauce. What yachting industry insiders have to say about Jeff Bezos' super yacht and the legal war between Disney and Florida is over. Here's what else is happening today. Major League Baseball's opening day is today. And we already mentioned that former FTX CEO Sam Bankman-Fried will be sentenced. I think they're looking for like 50 years in prison or something like that. So that's wow. And the reverse engineering of technology. Isn't that something? So the NVIDIA is now facing that. People have gotten their chips, sent it to their R&D lab and said, take it apart and tell us what can we do to make our own chips. We don't have to go crawling and begging to them. Very interesting. That's one thing. It's funny that, the US always wants to blame other people, saying that other people are, stealing their technology. But again, corporate espionage, all these kind of things have been happening, forever. And the US is a leader in reverse engineering other person's tech. Hint, hint, wink, wink. If you know, you know. So it's funny when they point the finger and say, hey, that's no fair. So-and-so's doing it. You're not supposed to do that. Blah, blah, blah. But we know that's just the way of the world. Everyone's trying to get ahead by any means necessary, including it up to stealing someone else's technology, tweaking it, changing a few things, and then renaming, rebranding it as your own. So this is not new. This is not new at all. And it's not going to stop anytime soon either. It's just one of those things where, it comes with the territory. That's why you have to guard your intellectual property as best as you can. Um, and that's all you can do at the end of the day, right? All right, so the markets are still quiet. I mean, every day this week has been a holiday, and this is the last official trading day of the week, and the markets are still muted. I think this is being done to suck in as many suckers on the long side of the market, because when the holiday is over and we come back, I think that's when the correction is going to really start to kick in, because this is the end of the first quarter, so they want to finish the first quarter on a positive note, and right now they're going to be doing just that. But when that second quarter starts, I think that's when you're going to see all the fireworks and whatnot. So want to give you a heads up on that. Don't sleep, okay? Now, I think we're going to have another muted session. Market's going to close quiet. And what you need to know is that we still got bearish trend momentum readings on the Russell. We still have bearish trend momentum readings on the S&P 500. We still have bearish trend momentum readings on the NASDAQ. And we still have bearish trend momentum readings on the Dow, which means that we can roll over at any moment. All right. Just understand that you have no bullish momentum in the stock indices at this time. They're just staying afloat, moving sideways, but you still have the bearish trend momentum reading. And what have I told you about these trend momentum readings? Trend momentum readings are specific measurements of the pulse of the market. Okay. So if you're, regardless of what the long-term trend in, your trend momentum reading is what the real momentum is, what the real trend is. So even though we're in a bull market and all the four indices that I just mentioned, we don't have the bullish trend momentum readings. Instead, we have a negative trend momentum reading. Okay. So the biggest moves that have ever come in market history have always been in alignment with the trend momentum reading, regardless of the longer term trend in the market. All of your flash crashes and stock market crashes coincided during a bearish trend momentum reading. All right. It was already in place before the crash happened. So I just have to caution you of that. Now, can the long-term bullish trend reclaim the price action at any moment? Yes. Yes, that's always a possibility. But what I'm saying is, if you can't keep hitting new 52-week highs with no bullish trend momentum reading, that means whatever's happening is not going to last. All right, it's like a head fake. It's a bull trap at that point. All right, so I just had to point that out to you so that you would know what's going on. All right, and don't be fooled by what's about to come. All right, so that's our show this morning. Not too much going on here. So remember to smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't already. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy this this nice 3-day weekend, because tomorrow the markets are closed. So there'll be nothing going on tomorrow. And enjoy yourself. All right. I think a lot of people are taking off today too. So go enjoy it the rest of the day. Find something to do, relax, whatever. And remember, the system works if you work the system. Bulls make money, bears make money, and pigs get slaughtered. So remember to take what you can and give nothing back. And on that note, I'm out. Peace.